places. Lord saved Rajwasis from the demons. Lord performed the Govardhan Leela. Lord saved Prabhupada when he was traveling to USA by ship and he had 2 heart attacks and it was a storm sea. He protected Sudama by eating chipped rice offered by him and removed his poverty. Impossible becomes possible when the Lord is pleased. Lord is pleased when his devotees are pleased. Lord mentions 2 principles to Ati Mata. First principle is to worship the Lord. Second principle is to worship Kashyap Muni, who is her guru. When a Tapasvi Guru is served by a devotee, Lord is pleased. One has to worship in Guru Parampara. There will be success at every step in life when 3 things are followed while worshipping the Lord. First is tolerance with Kanisht Adhikari devotees. Second is friendship with Madhyam Adhikari devotees. Third is Seva of Uttam Adhikari devotees. Devotees must never share details of their bhakti with other devotees but keep it secretive, although they may disclose it to the Guru and the Lord. Bhakti never fails, and even a little bhakti can save one from the greatest danger. Hare Krishna.
So, Mataji, we can read.
Canto 8, chapter 17, verse
Canto 8, chapter 17,
verse
22. Okay. Please read.
Savai Samadhi Yogena
Kave Samadhi Yogena
Utyata
Kashyapastada Atkusyata
Vishtamatmani Hare
Pravishtam Atmani Hare
Shamhi Avithat Ikshana
Amshaneti Avikshana. Each and every word, Mataji.
Sir, Kashyap Muni were indeed Samadhi Yogena by mystic meditation. Kashyapa Muni, that then Yata could understand Pravishtam entered Atmani within himself, Hari of the Supreme Lord, Amsham, a plenary portion. He indeed Vistha Ikshana, whose vision is never mistaken. Being situated in a meditational trance, Kashyapa Muni, whose vision is never mistaken, could see that a plenary portion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead had entered within him.
Hari Anshen. The word that is used is Hari Anshen. Ramadimurtishu kala niyamena tishta nana avataram karoda bhuvaneshu kintu Krishna swayam samabhavata param pumanyo govindam adi purusham tamaham. So Brahmadi says Ramadimurtishu kala. It is what they are? Kala. What is the meaning of kala? You know, if you see the moon, it is made of solar color. You know, little, it increases. So kala means a part. What? Part. So it is said that Lord first expands into Balramji. And from Balramji, 4 expansion happens. What are they? Anybody remembers? Vasudev, Sankarshan, Aniruddha, and Arjuna. Then from Sankarshan, another 4 happens. What are they? Vasudev, Narayan, Pradyum, and Anu. From Narayan comes Mahavishnu. From Mahavishnu comes Garbhodakshaya Vishnu.
3 Purusharthas.
Yakarananavajale bhajati sma yoga nidra ananta jagadanda saroma kupa adhar shakti avalambya param swamurti govindam adi purusham tamaham bhajami. Yakarananavajala, Karana Jala, the casual ocean in which the Mahavishnu is lying. That is called Karana Jala. And what is this Karana Jala? In the unlimited, the spiritual world, which is full of Chidanand Jyoti, full of light. Like in the sky, you see the sun is there and one cloud is there. One cloud is there. Similarly, in the spiritual world, which is full of Chidananda Jyoti, everything is full of light, full of bright light. Every Jivatma over there is full of light. So in that, there is one casual Karana Jala ocean in which which we call Mahatattva. And in that Mahatattva, Karana Sagar, Mahavishnu is like. And then Yasya Eka Nishvashita Kalamathavalambya Jivanti Loma Vilaja Jagadandanatha Vishnu Mahan Vishnu. So Kala Vishesho. It is just a Kala. What is it? Part of Govind. Part of Govind. And then when the Mahavishnu exhales, just breathing, that time from all the Rome Cooper, millions and millions of Brahmandas are floating in the Karanajal. Are floating in the Karanajal. And the Lord enters in each and every Brahmanda as Garbhodakshaya. As Garbhodakshaya. And each Brahmanda is covered by 7 layers. How much? Like, नारियल के ऊपर अंदर की एक मलाई रहती है, फिर एक खून रहता है, फिर बाहर का खून रहता है. Similar, this entire Brahmand is covered by 7 layers. If you can remember, when Kaga Bhushandiji wanted to play with the Lord Ramchandra, he tried to, go through all the layers. And each layer is made of material elements: earth, fire, water, air, ether, like that. And each layer is 10 times bigger than other layer. So each Brahmanda is covered by that many layers. So Lord enters in each of the Brahmanda. It is completely dark. So by the perspiration of the body, he fills half of the Brahmanda with Garbhodak Sagar. And in that Garbhodak Sagar, he is lying down. Lakshmi ji is there. And from the Nabhi comes
The lotus.
Lotus is coming out. And on the lotus, Brahmaji is born. Then Brahmaji goes inside the lotus up to the Nabhi, and he is not able to find out the source of the Janma. And then he again comes and hears 3 words: Tapa, Tapa, and Tapa. And then he does 1,000 years of tapasya. And then he was able to see the Lord. And in this navel, we have 14 Brahmandas. Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatal, Rasatal, Patal. And then Bhu, Bhava, Swa, Jana, Tapa, Mahar, and Brahmaloka. So there are 14 planetary systems which are there. So this is just a part of one Brahmanda. And in this Brahmanda, all the expansion comes from Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. Which from where? Garbhodakshaya Vishnu takes the expansion. And that's why the word I'm taking, Ansha, why it is said Ansha? Because we have to understand how the entire thing is coming. Rama Dimurti Shukala Niyamena Tishta Nana Avatar Makarod Bhuvaneshu Kintu Krishna Swayam. Swayam Samabhava. Everything is Sambhava from Krishna. That's why he is Adi Purusha. What is he? So Vamana Avatar is Ansha Avatar. What avatar? So Kashyap Muni was able to understand that the Ansha has entered inside him. Why? The word that is used, Kashyapa Tada Adibhutaya. Adibhutaya means, it is said, in Samadhi Yogena, his mind was completely in meditation, completely absorbed in Lord. And that's why he was able to understand that Lord has entered. So what is the lesson that we learn? That when your mind is in a Samadhi Yogena, at that time only, you will be able to understand the presence of the Lord within you and outside. But if your mind is not in a Samadhi Yogena, so then even the Lord comes in front of you, like in front of Duryodhana. He will try to find the Lord and catch the Lord and say, is Qualigo Ban. But if it is not, you are in Samadhi Yogena, you will be able to see the Lord everywhere. Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilocha Santa Sadeva Hridaye Vilokaya. Yam Shama Sundara Achintya Guna Swarupa Govindam Adi Purusham. So why Kashyap Muni was able to understand? Because of Samadhi. Nastir buddhi yuktasya, nacha yuktasya bhavana, nacha bhavayate shanti, ashantasya kuta sukha. Huh? Nastir buddhi yuktasya. When intelligence is not yukta with the Lord, it's not absorbed in the Lord. Nastir buddhi yuktasya, nacha yuktasya bhavana. And the bhavana, उनकी जो भावना है, नचा युक्तस्य भावना is not proper. It gets fluctuated as per the modes of nature. Tamogun bhavana, rajogun bhavana, satogun bhavana. Then what happens? Nacha yuktasya bhavana, nacha bhavayate shanti, ashanta. So he's always ashant. His mind is always ashant. And in that ashanta position, he will never ever experience happiness or loss, peace or loss. But the situation of Kashyap Muni was different. Because of Samadhi Yoga, he could understand that the Lord has. Please read the second shloka, 23rd.
So Adityam Viryam Adatta. So
Adityam Viryam Adattam
Tapasa Chira Samritam.
Tapasa Dhira Sambratam
Manarajan.
Samahita Manarajan
Daruni Agnim Yathanila.
Darunim Agnim Yathanila.
Kashyap Adityam unto Aditi. Viryam semen. Adatta placed. Tapasa by austerity. Chira Samritam restrained for long years. Samahita Mana being fully entranced upon the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Rajan, O king. Daruni as in firewood. Agnin fire. Yatha as Anhila wind. O king, as the wind promotes friction between two pieces of wood and thus gives rise to fire, Kashyap Muni, whose transcendental position was fully absorbed in the Supreme Personality of Godhead, transferred his potency into the womb of Aditi.
Please read the purport.
A forest fire begins when two pieces of wood rub against one another, being agitated by the wind. Actually, however, fire belongs neither to the wood nor to the wind. It is always different from both. Similarly, it is understood that the union of Kashyap Muni and Aditi was not like the sexual intercourse of ordinary human beings.
Very important line to understand.
The Supreme
Lord clearly says in Bhagavad Gita, Janma karma chame divyam evam yo vete tattvata tyaktva deham punarjanma naite mameti. So Arjuna, my janma and my karma are divine. They are not material. See, when Lord wanted to appear as a Vahara Rupa, Hiranyakashipu, where did he appear from? From the nose of Brahmaji. Brahmaji was just thinking how to, tackle this Hiranyaksh. He's creating so much malice. And he was praying. And then Lord appeared from nostril. And he came in a small size. But as he came outside, he became so big that the entire earth, when he picked up, was just like a kalanka on the, the tusk. Just a small kalanka. So huge Lord became, just coming from the Lord appeared from the pillar. Half lion, half man. Huh? He can appear from any place. He took Kurma avatar. He took Matsya avatar. Just small fish. Then what happened? It became big. It became big. It was put in the first water tank. Then it was put in No, pond. Then lake. Then river. Then the ocean. And every time the next day the size used to be much bigger than what it was. And he said, and the Lord is saying, I'm not able to sit, I'm not able to fit in this. Please keep me somewhere else. And then Satyavrata is saying, "Arey, I'm not able to understand what are you doing. Then the Lord was put into the sea. He told at the seventh day, the entire universe will get annihilated. And then you have to bring all the vanaspatis, all the herbs, and everybody, and a boat will be coming. You have to tie the boat to my horn, and then entire the pranaya jal, you will be safe with me. And that's why the Matsya Puran Janma happened because of this. At the entire time when the pralaya was going on, the Katha Kirtan was going on in that pralaya jala. So that is Lord. Matsya Avtara, Kurma Avtara. Kurma means tortoise. Huh? What I would speak about Mohini Rupa? Huh? Mohini.
Moini.
Shivji got humiliated. So Lord can take Avtara from any place. We know about Devaki also, that from the mind of Vasudeva, Lord entered in the heart of Devaki. And then he appeared in four-handed form. And then he's speaking that you had done 12,000 years of tapasya. How much?
12,000.
And you wanted me as your son. And then I promised 3 times I will become your son, Krishnikarma, Vaman, and now Krishna. Which other avatars you remember when Lord appeared? Lord Ram also appeared the same way. Kheer. And how the Kheer, and he appeared like that. Which other avatar? Then Haigriva avatar, horse avatar Lord had taken. So, what I'm trying to say, birth of Lord is divine. It is not material like us. And that's why it is not because Virya and Raja mixes and the birth of our body happens, but it is not in the case of Lord can appear anywhere, anyhow. Huh? It is His will that He chooses father and mother. Okay, please read.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead has nothing to do with the human secretions of sexual intercourse. He is always completely aloof from such material combinations. The Lord says in Bhagavad Gita 9.29, Samoham Sarva Bhuteshu. I am equal towards all living entities. Nonetheless, to protect the devotees and kill the demons, who were a disturbing element, the Lord entered the womb of Aditi. Therefore, this is a transcendental pastime of the Lord. This should not be misunderstood. One should not think that the Lord became the son of Aditi the way an ordinary child is born because of sexual intercourse between man and woman. Here it may also be appropriate to explain in these days of controversy the origin of life. The life force of the living entity, the soul, is different from the ovum and the semen of the human being. Although the conditioned soul has nothing to do with the reproductive cells of man and woman, he is placed into the proper situation because of his work. Karmana Daiva Netrena. Life is not, however, a product of two secretions, but is independent of all material elements. As fully described in Bhagavad Gita, the living entity is not subject to any material reactions. It can neither be burnt by fire, cut by sharp weapons, moistened by water, or dried by the air. He is completely different from the physical elements, but by a superior arrangement, he is put into these material elements. He is always aloof from material contact. Asangohi ayam purusha. But because he is placed in a material condition, He suffers the reactions of the material modes of
So, what to speak about the Lord? The soul is also, divine. And it has nothing to do with the serum or the oval. Unless and until the Lord doesn't place it there, that Jivatma, how much you try, कुछ होने वाला नहीं. That's why it is the Ichha of the Lord that somebody becomes father or mother. It is not by your own effort. It is by the will of the Lord, and that karma, netra, that karma reaction has to be there. Otherwise, it is very difficult. Very difficult. So, please read further.
Purusha Prakriti Stohi Unte Prakriti Jan Gunan Karanam Guna Sangosya Sad Asad Yoni Janmasu. The living entity in material nature thus follows the ways of life, enjoying the three modes of nature. This is due to his association with that material nature. Thus he meets with good and evil amongst various species. Bhagavad Gita 13.22. Although the living entity is aloof from the material elements, he is put into material conditions, and thus he must suffer the reactions of material activities.
You know about Prithu Maharaj? How he was born? Churning of
Vena's limb.
Vena's limb. Who was Vena? Son of Nabhi. Son of. Who is the father of Vena? Nabhi. Nabhi it was there. Nabhi. Anga is not. Anga is different. So he got fed up because it is said that the wife was from Mrityu. She was related with the Mrityu Dev. And because of that, the Vena had all the Asuric qualities. All the Asuric qualities. And he got so much fed up that he left the kingdom. And the Vena, he was ruling like God, that I am God. And he started punishing even the rishis and everything. And ultimately the rishis cursed him and he died. And from the body, when the first churning happened, Nishad was born. Nishad Jati. You Butke Rogre, Nishad born. That was born. And it was the papa of Vena. And from then, Prithu Maharaj and Lakshmi Devi, both were born from them. Just by churning of the body of Vena.
No. Yeah.
So what I am trying to say, Lord appears as per his will. Please, somebody can write on the board, where did the Lord appear from? He appeared from the nostril. He appeared from the pillar. Or nothing there. You can write it down. Hiranyaksh. Hiranyaksh. First, Varadev appeared from nostril. Brahmaji. Then Narsingadev appeared from pillar. Who is his father, mother? Pillar ही हो गया. Then Matsya Avatar. Fish. Just appeared directly as a small fish. Kurma Avatar also. Aigri Avatar also. for speaking the Vedas and protecting the Vedas. The form of Hamsa avatar also. Mohini avatar in the form of Hansa. Swan.
Jagannath ji भी आ जाएंगे ना तो log of wood या Jagannath.
Yeah, Jagannath came in the form of log of wood. He came from the blue wood and then he took the shape of Jagannath.
Vamana avatar.
Yeah, Hansa avatar will come in later. Bhagavatam it comes. If you read Bhagavatam, entire Bhagavatam, Hansa avatar is there. No, it is more than that. Hansa avatar you can write for speaking the Vedas. Then Jagannath Matsya you have written. Then Hansa avatar for speaking Vedas. Kurma avatar you have not written.
Vamana avatar है.
Kurma avatar.
Kurma avatar also direct appearance.
You can write.
Other
What was the size of Kurma avatar? Anybody knows?
800.
That was the mountain.
Lakhs and lakhs of kilometers. It was around 3 lakh kilometers, the size of the tortoise. And when the Mandrachal, that golden mountain was rubbed, the Kurma avatar was feeling that अच्छा है कोई मालिश कर रहा है. And he started to have a nice sleep because the rubbing was going to मालिश होता है तो अच्छा लगता है, relaxing. And it is said in the Shastra that because Kurma avatar was breathing, the waves started forming. So in the Samudra, waves are formed because of the breathing of the Kurma avatar. Vaman appeared from Kashyap Muni and Lord Krishna appeared in the jail first and told all the history in the 400 form and then became 200 form. भाई आप छुपा लो कंस आएगा नहीं तो मार देगा. Who appears with so much opulence, with all necklace and all everything? We come upside down with all blood. Rote. Appeared directly in 400 form. Ramchandra also appeared in 400 form. Then you can write Mohini Roop. Immediately it appeared. After Samudra Manthan. Where did it came from? Dialect. Dharmantri also came from the Samudra Manthan. Kalash, with the Kalash, Amrit Kalash. Who was his father, mother? No. Samudra is his father. Lakshmi also came from the Samudra. That's why it is called, daughter of. Mohini avatar, direct appearance for the cause. Lord chooses actually father and mother. Like when he came, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also. He came as Parshuram and used Damnagni and what is the mother's name? Renuka. Damnagni and Renuka. Right. It is predicted that Lord will appear in Kalki at the end of Kali Yuga in Sambal village. And the name of the father is Brahman, Vishnu Yasha. It is predicted.
There will be no devotees to, recognize Aduna to Yoga to.
Yes, at least the Vishnu Yasha will be there. That family will be there. Even if one devotee is there, Lord will come and use him as an instrument. Like Parshuram, Kartika Arjuna, who had thousands of hands, when he came and killed his father. So that killing of Dagnavagni, he used to kill the entire Kshatriya Kula 21 times. And after that killing, then he restored the father and made him live also. So he used the killing of the father as an instrument to reduce the burden of the mother. यदा यदा ही धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानम् अधर्मस्य परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाश धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे. And in this Kali Yuga, Lord has appeared in the form of holy name. What? Right? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has appeared to give this holy name, so that otherwise, if the Shastra and Astra were taken, I think so we will not be sitting here. Because Kali Yuga is full of faults and full of criminals, full of all hypocrites. So the Sudarshan will easily cut off everybody. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, out of discount, came and told that please take Hare Nam, Eva Kevalam, Kalau Naste, Naste. So in Kali Yuga, Lord has appeared in the holy name. You can write, Prabhuji. Okay, read the other shloka.
I'll read.
Yes, Prabhu.
Adite Dishtitam Garbham
Adite Adishtitam Garbham
Pantam Sanatanam
Bhagavan Samsanatanam
Hiranya Garbho Vidyaya
Hiranya Garbhe Vidyaya
Samide Guhya Namabhi.
Samide Guhya Namabhi.
Adite, into the womb of Aditi, Dishtitam, being established, Garbham, pregnancy, Bhagwantam, unto Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sanatanam, who is eternal, Hiranya Garbha, Lord Brahma, Vijnaya, knowing this, Samide, offered prayers, Guhya Namabhi, with transcendental names.
Knowing this, Hiranyagarbha. What is the meaning of Hiranyagarbha? Brahmaji. Brahmaji's other name is given right. Brahmaji, one of the names is Hiranyagarbha.
Translation. When Lord Brahma understood that the Supreme Personality of Godhead was now within the womb of Aditi, he began to offer prayers to the Lord by reciting transcendental names.
Perfect.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead exists everywhere.
Andantarasthita Paramanshchaya Antarasthita.
Therefore, when one chants his transcendental name, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
the Supreme Personality of Godhead is automatically pleased by such Sankirtana. It is not that the Supreme Personality of God is absent. He is present there. And when a devotee utters the transcendental name, it is not a material sound. Therefore, the Supreme Personality of God is naturally pleased. A devotee who knows that the Lord is present everywhere and that one can please him simply by chanting his holy name.
So here Brahmaji, now in four shlokas, I think so. 4 shlokas, Brahmaji is doing the Garbha Stuti. Like when Lord Krishna appeared in the womb, the Devatas also did the Garbha Stuti by saying Satyam, Satyam, Satyam.
Satya serves
So here, Brahmaji is speaking about all the names of the Lord. Who will speak this shloka? Yes, Muhammad. Shri Brahma Uvacha
Bhagavan
Jayo Bhagavan
Namaste.
Guru Brahma Namastute. Namo Devaya. Triguraya Namo Namah. Somebody else can also read this shloka. Somebody else can read again. Yes.
Shri Brahma Vacha.
Shri Brahma Vacha. Jayo Raya Bhagavan. Guru Brahma Namastute. Namo Devaya. Triguraya Namo Namah. So here, read Mataji, each and every word.
Shri Brahma Vacha, Lord Brahma offered prayers. Jaya, all glories. Jaya unto the Lord, who is constantly glorified. Bhagavan,
Urukaya means who is always constantly glorified. So you can write the names. What is Urugai? You write each and every word. Urugaya means who is constantly Bhagavan Urukrame.
whose activities are very glorious. Namaste. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Namaha, my respectful obeisances. Brahmanya Devaya, unto the Lord of the Transcendentalists. Gunaya, the controller of three modes of nature. His Lord is also called Gunaya. Namo Namaha.
So how many words are used in this shloka? Urugaya, Urukramaha,
Brahmana Devaya,
Brahman Devaya.
and three Gurus.
4 names are used, right? So read the translation, Mataji.
Translation. Lord Brahma said, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, all glories unto you, who are glorified by all and whose activities are uncommon.
Can anybody tell me what is Ananta Dev doing with his thousands and thousands of foods? Glorifying Lord continuously. Is he able to finish the glorification? As yet. From time immemorial. With thousands and thousands. Why is it that? Can anybody tell why he is not able to complete?
Because Lord's glories are Ananta.
Infinite.
Lord's Leelas are Anantas. Lord Janmas are Anantas.
His Katha is Ananta.
His Katha is Anantas. Is Ananta.
How deep you go, you can just go deeper and
Deeper and deeper. In one shloka also we can take the entire class.
They haven't touched the surfaces yet.
So that's why, because by that time he is glorifying, Ananta Janmas have happened in another Brahmandas. And another activities with some other devotees have happened. So that's why the Janma of the Lord are happening in Ananta Brahmandas, and there are Leelas happening with Ananta devotees. See, the Vigrahas are also not different from the Lord. Whether you say Govind Dev Ji, whether you say Madan Mohan Ji, they have appeared. Right? Gopinath Ji, Chirpura Gopinath, Jagannath Ji. Which are the self-manifested deities? Please write the name of self-manifested deities. Vrindavan se chalu karte. Radha Raman Dev. It appeared from where? From Shaligram. Where did this Shaligram came from? From Gandaki Nadi. The 12 Shaligrams were there. Every time Gopala Bhatt Goswami is going and taking bath, and in that, this all Shaligrams are coming again and again, again and again. And out of that 12 Shaligram, one Shaligram manifested in the form of Radha Raman Dev. 12 manifested. On which day? On nothing. Just next day.
Banke Bihari Ji.
Baki Bihari Ji manifested by whom? Haridas Thakur. Srinath ji, Madhavendra Puri, Gopal ji, how it was buried, right?
Radha Madan.
Huh? Radha Vallabh self-manifested. Then Radha Madan Mohan also. Sanatan Goswami self-manifested. Radha Govind, Govind Dev ji, Jaipur self-manifested. Then Gopinath also self-manifested. Shakshi Gopal also walked from Vrindavan to Jagannath Puri to give Shakshi. Chir Kora Gopinath also self-manifested. Huh? Vithala self-manifested. He became a Vitthal standing on there. Tirupati Balaji, they are self-manifested. Which are held place where the Lord manifested in form of Shaligram, a self-manifested form of Lord in the form of Sheila. Giriraj Govardhan is self-manifested. Giriraj Govardhan himself.
So rich, no, in India.
Guru Vayal is self-manifested. Padmanabh is self-manifested. Then
पानी के नीचे था
That is Vardharaj.
Vardharaj.
Adi Vardharaj.
Adi Vardharaj.
Big boat, yes.
Kanchipuram. Kanchipuram. Ranganath Swami. Sri Ranganath is self-manifested. So many leelas Lord has performed over there with the devotees. Udupi Sri Krishna came from Dwaraka. It was served by, Rukmani, and it came the log, Chandan log. Madhavendra Puri lifted. हाँ? हाँ वो तो डिसअपियर हो गए बाद में वो हुए जगन्नाथ के.
Manifest in the form of wood.
Yes, yes. So Lord can, manifest anywhere, any place. And what to speak about Srila Prabhupada, who created Vrindavan throughout the world, in the form of Radharaj Bihari, in the form of, Gopinath. Yes. So many.
Radha Shyam
Lord appeared in that form and is taking the services. हमारे जैसे नालायक लोग जो इधर आके बैठे हुए he is accepting us. Huh? So deities are also non-different from the Lord, right? So Lord appears in the form of deity. Lord appears in the form of Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is non-different from, it is the literal avatar of Krishna in the Kali Yuga, right? So Lord can appear anywhere, anyhow. It is His will. Keshav Dev Ji, yeah. In Mathura, Keshav Dev Ji. Then Govind Dev Ji. Teen Dev, na? Haradev Ji. Baldev Ji. In Gokul. Haradev Ji.
Haradev Ji is self-manifested.
Yes, in Govardhan. Yes, it's
Beautiful.
Govardhan Parikrama.
For the Haradev Ji.
It is self-manifested over there. Yes. Dwarkadhish was manifested by Vajranath. Vigraha.
What about Badrinath?
Badrinath is also self-manifested. Dattatreya Avatar. Dattatreya Avatar also is there. But it happened because of what? We know that. Anusuya. Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. and they told that बच्चे बना देती है.
And then all the three wives come to their husbands.
And that's why the Dattatreya avatar happened.
What about Radha?
Radha, Radha in Jagannath Puri, they also self-manifested in Gambhira.
Yes.
So many deities are there which Lord have self-manifested. Why? To have interaction with that class of devotees and to do kripa for further generation of devotees who will come and take darshans. Whenever anybody comes in front of these deities, definitely some उसकी सुकृति कुछ ना कुछ बढ़ जाएगी. भगवान के पास जब जाते हैं तो उनका जो कृपा दृष्टि पड़ता है, by that कुछ ना कुछ तुम्हारी सुकृति बढ़ जाए. That's why सूरदास always says कि भाई अंधे हैं तो भी आप क्यों जा रहे हो? बोलते हम तो अंधे हैं, भगवान तो अंधे नहीं है. We may not be able to see, but Lord is able to see us. And that seeing itself is a mercy. And that's why we say, when you go in the temple, you should sit there. At least उतनी time पे तुम्हारे कृपा पड़ती है. That's why you should sit. That's why you should listen to Kirtan. Some sukriti, तुम्हारे कुछ तो पाप जल जाए. And that's why we have to understand that Lord, whenever it manifests for giving mercy. And Jagannath Rath Yatra, what is this? It's a form where Lord comes up. आपके पास time नहीं है तो मैं आता हूँ. I will come out. What?
उससे ज्यादा क्या कर सकते हैं भगवान?
Non-Hindus can see it. Non-Hindus.
Yes, everybody can see him during this time. Yeah, they were not allowed. But during this time, they can see and take darshan and they can get benefit.
Patipavan Jagannath is also such a mercy for people.
Yes, people can just see from outside. So why I'm saying all these things? Because whenever Lord appears, see, now we are reading Bhagavatam. We are reading, actually it is Krishna. And because we are with him, our heart, our mind is getting cleansed, knowing unknowingly. The transformation is coming. We can understand ourselves that we are part of Lord. We can understand that to love and serve him is our prime duty. This world is not right. It's not a right place for us. But somehow we are stuck in a bad bargain. क्या है?
Best of a bad man.
Best of the bad bargains. We are not this body. Huh? But still, इसको यूज करके भगवान की सेवा में यूज करके इसका उद्धार करो. If we are not using this body for the Lord, then it is the worst thing that you can do with this body. So again and again, why we come and understand all these things? Huh? Just to see that Janma karma cha me divyam. Evam yo veti tattvata. Tyaktva deham punarjanma na vidyate. So when you understand this tattva properly, you will not take birth again in this material world. And that is what is the purpose of all this katha and what we are doing over here. So Brahmaji is doing the stuti that he is continuously glorified. What he said? Constantly glorified. Then what he says? Uru krama. The krama are uru means they are great. They are always glorious. Lord can, drink the entire wish, entire poison of Putana and deliver the Putana. Who can do these things? Who can lift the Govardhan?
Forest fire.
Who can drink the forest fire? Who can dance on Kaliya? Huh? Who can do that? Nobody can do that. And that's why it's called Urukrama. What is called? All is active. Who can marry 16,000 wives at one murat? Who can stop the time at one night? And in that one night, he can squeeze entire one night of Brahma. That is 1,000 Yug Chakra. Who can do that? That's why his name is Urukrama.
Dance with
Millions dopis. Who can expand so much?
Yeah.
Continuously.
You can lift the mountain on
Huh?
one finger. You can lift the mountain.
Who can show the entire Brahman in the mouth by eating? That's why his name is Urukrama. So Brahma is recalling all these great activities of the Lord. And that's why he says, all your karmas are Urukrama. Great, glorious. Huh? Lord Ramchandra. By writing the name of Lord Ram, Setu is built, the stones start floating. Huh? Who can do that? Who in the Samudra Manthana, he became Kurma. Who can do that? He sat as with 1,000 hands, Sahasrabahu. And when the entire mountain crushed, he just lifted with one hand. Lifting Leela on the wings of Garuda. Who can do that? So all these are called as Urukrama. Great activities. And they are Ananta. What are they? The more we remember this, hey Urukrama, hey Ananta, hey continuously, and we just go deep into deep, there is no end to it. In one word only, this entire class can finish. Urukrama. Right? We can go to the Urukrama activities of the Lord, which have done. He alone fought with 20 Jarasan 17 times. Huh? Alone. And every time he used to just half of the mustaches he used to leave. He jumped from Mathura and he directly came to Dakur. The longest jump I think so in this history. Huh? Ranchod Rai. And he became what? Ranchod Rai. And creating Dwarka in one night, golden, and giving one palace in gift to everybody.
Without reading the Mahabharata.
And all the people in the Mahabharata, they were given Vaikuntha.
Yes, both sides.
Both sides. Just because he was present over there. This is the word of Bhishma Devi. Bhishma Devi is saying this in the Bhishma Stuti, that whoever died by the arrow of Arjuna, they were liberated. And that's why that place is called Haryana. What is it called? Because it is Harika Ayana. It is a place where everything gets liberated. Hari. Harika Ayana. That's why Kurukshetra is in Haryana. So if we go deeper and deeper, into the Urukrama activities, there is no end. And this is how we should, that's why Lord says in the Bhagavad Gita, those who know my glories, the 10th shloka. What is that shloka which says?
Etam vibhutam yogam cha.
No. That shloka, that those who knows my glories, they become my devotees.
This is the one only.
What?
Etam vibhutam yogam cha mama yogeti tatvata so vikalpena yogena yoga.
No. There is Mattah Partaram, there is one shloka in the 10th, which says that I am the source of everything. Aham sarvasya prabho mattah sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam udhabha.
This verse is before that verse. This is 10.7, where he says that one who is convinced of my
Opulence.
that is 10.7.
Yes.
Which I said
Means those who know Aham sarvasya prabho. I am the source of everything. And everything comes from me. Who understands the glory becomes my devotee. So more we listen about this Urukrama activities, more our heart gets
Yes,
purified.
10.7.
Yes.
Ekam
Our heart gets
pure.
purified. So this is what Brahma is saying, that you are Urukrama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. So what is in today's class, what are the main things that we learned about Lord? Urukrama. Huh?
God can appear from anything.
Anything, anyhow, anywhere. He appears from his will. What?
Yes.
And why he appears?
God appears to give
Give
his
mercy
give his mercy to all.
for the devotees. Huh?
He appears.
God is constantly glorified.
Lord is constantly glorified, and still his glorification, there is no end to the glorification. Ananta Shesha Bhagavan also cannot glorify. What else?
Lord, if you really want to, Lord is
Yeah, Premanjana Churita Bhakti Viloshan. Bhakti, you can able to see the Lord. Samadhaya Yogena. The word that is used is Samadhi Yogena, only you can see the Lord. By no other process you will be able to see the Lord. Even if you try, you will not be able to see them. What else?
God does not take birth.
So many avatars. Different avatars. Just to make a point that he is not a product of material product. Yes, he is not that product.
Even his vigorous are also manifested on.
Yes.
The body is a bad body. For Lord Shiva,
Ah,
it becomes the best one.
best bargain of this material world. Huh? It's a bad bargain. Mila hai. The cause of our problem is this body. Yeah? All the problem is because of this body. But this body will become your asset when it is used for the service of Lord. भक्ति में लगा तो ठीक है, बाकी तो इससे suffering ही है. What is it? It is meant for suffering. You also suffer, make other also suffer. Right? Huh?
Meditation and understanding.
Meditated. By bhakti only we can. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.